In someone is starting a business, they're becoming an administrator of a business.
Yes.
24 hours. So I'm going to provoke you a bit. You know, one of the things that I'm so passionate about is to see lives change. You know, change your life is to have very abrasive conversations like the one we're going to have now. And for that's the only thing that can change your life. Why many people are broke is not the devil, it's because of the quality of associations you keep.
Yes.
So if you want to turn around your life, if you want to turn around your life, for the meantime suspend mineral water or alternative anointed water, we want to look into the principles. Because in Zimbabwe we've got the highest number of churches and also the highest number of corruption. 80% touted as Christians, but we've got a significant levels of corruption. So something wrong with the system. So right now we need to go back to the basics, because you know what? You don't need a degree in finance for you to be financially free. You need common sense. Why? Because many of us, we go to university to study banking and the banks are closing. We go to university, we even pray so that we qualify to study banking and finance, only for Standard Chartered and many of these other banks to digitalize and to say, guys, you're not welcome. And scarily, we are preparing many people for jobs which are not going to be there. That's how useless our curriculum is. No offense. But we are preparing people for jobs which are being relegated by technology. That's why there was so much talk about, you know, we're implementing Zramas and what? Commission. And dude, when was that thing done? Before Windows 2000 and whatever. So my point is we need to raise our level, we need to raise our game, we need to raise our standard. Because if we don't do that, we will be rendered obsolete. And truth be told, you go to university, we're using books which are obsolete. There is a latest edition, we're using a 1990-something edition, and we're expecting people even to memorize and to solve problems of 2018. Guys, I'm here not to help you keep your jobs. I'm here to make you uncomfortable. Now let me help you a bit. I was speaking somewhere on Monday, I think this week. If you want to be a millionaire using a salary, let's assume you earn $1,000. You need 80 years on condition that you won't spend any single cent. You need to work for 80 years. I don't want to know how old you are, but you can add 80 years to your age, and that gives you an indication of the period you need for you to get to $1 million, earning $1,000. Assuming you don't spend anything on Brazilian or even on WhatsApp. And assuming you think the solution is to double your salary, let's say you earn $2,000, and assuming you don't spend any single cent for the next 40 years, that's when you can hit $1 million using a salary. And I want you to add whatever age that you have already to 40 years. It'll give you an indication of how old you will be when you get to $1 million. Meaning the solution is not a salary. The solution is to radically transform our thinking. And 3 things determine your salary. Number 1, the job that you do. Number 2, how well you do it. Number 3, the ease with which you can be replaced. So, if you are replaceable, you are not valuable.
Yes.
So right now, doctors are on strike. Trust me, number 3 plays a very critical role because you don't easily replace them. But try it.
We have a political that we don't discuss.
Now I read a judgment, ZB versus Maureen Manyara, I don't know the lady. Apparently she participated in a strike for just about 2 hours. Yep. And the Supreme Court is like, no, we're not concerned about the 2 hours, because 2 hours is speaking of the existence or the duration of an illegal industrial action. Therefore, dismissal is appropriate. The ease with which you can be replaced. Ladies and gentlemen, don't focus on keeping a job. No offense, but I need to tell you this truth. Guys, you can't create a legacy using a job. Are you with me?
Yes.
You won't build a legacy using a job. Because the whole system of education is job oriented. That's why you need to cram so hard. We call it work so hard so that you get good marks and you get a good job. And for some of us who believe in faith, we then go and say, God is blessing me. I have a good job. It's giving me a car. It's giving me a house. Never mind, it's not yours. It's giving me school fees for children. So we get to be pampered and we forget to think. So the reason why many of us are not productive is because of jobs. Why? They make us so relaxed. They ensure that we're so comfortable and we forget to think. Ladies and gentlemen, if your employment status can be changed over a cup of coffee, you need to think hard. Apana munanodzingwa ine formal meetings anyeperwa. Vanhu 2-3 varuita coffee vangotoransfara mina yake. Wapedza newe. Go wherever. They can pay anyone to argue the matter. So, unions are doing a good job in trying to help people secure, but to me, this is the most important thing when we get to challenge people and open their minds. Because the difference between, no offense, slavery and employment is just a payment. That's slavery. This is modern day slavery. Because you are under the control of somebody, meaning if you do anything of your sort within the 8 hours, that's called repudiation. That's a disciplinary issue. Guys, I really need to put you into this level where you become so uncomfortable. And the moment you become uncomfortable, that's the moment you begin to think. If you're too comfortable, you won't grow. You need to step into the discomfort zone and start thinking. You guys, you know my numbers. You're busy managing Marita one. You're also managing your nanny. Honestly, you're being taught that money is stationary. No, it's not. It's money. It's money. So you get so comfortable with big numbers because it's not yours, but you also don't get so offended when you guys, how do you give me 500 when I'm handling millions? Guys, you never buy a car with a salary. So they usually try to decorate it, they call it a car loan. Why? Because they want to extend the rope of slavery. You won't go anywhere. Am I talking to somebody?
Yes.
Guys, we need to get to a level where we have to be serious and so angry. This is 2018. If you are some reckless person, you will still be carrying the same testimony. I thank God for the gift of life. Never mind that life has not produced anything. Do you want to change your financial destiny? Something has to be different. Money is not a response to prayer. This is why man broke watching on my church. Mary, I will because one matter. Kuna anama bar go fire. Guys, tell me I'm going to sit down.